Salam Ghufriends, welcome to a space where hearts connect, stories are shared, and every moment is wrapped in barakah.
Whether you're here for inspiration, support, or just a warm virtual hug, you found a space where you're always seen, heard, and supported. Let's walk this journey together with faith, love, and a whole lot of Ghufran.
MashaAllah. So this is our very first episode on this podcast. And before that, let's introduce ourselves lah.
Yeah.
So we'll be the host.
Siapkan nama anda.
Nama saya. So hi semua, I'm Syaz. I'll be one of the hosts for this podcast, and di sini
Nama yang diberi adalah Zahrah binti Rosli.
So we'll both be the host for Salam Ghufriends. And you can see besar-besar ni kat belakang kita.
Ghufriends.
Salam Ghufriends.
So,
Ru.
with rain.
Dia bukan girlfriend apa. Kenapa Ghufriends actually?
Because guess lah. So it is a combination of we're from Masjid Darul Ghufran.
Yes.
So Ghufran and then girlfriend, since this podcast is we'll be talking about girl issues and stuff like that, right? So yeah, it's a combination of Ghufran and
girlfriends. Yeah. So that's how we came about with the idea of Salam Ghufriends. I think we can also share like why did we even start this podcast, because if some of you have been following us, we do have another podcast which is called MDG Pulse, and there's a lot of very interesting educational content there as well.
Correct.
So why is there a need for us to even keluarkan this Salam Ghufriends podcast? So nak share sikit, Zara?
Okay, so one of the many intentions that we have starting this podcast was because I feel like there's a need for Muslimah punya content, right? Or like, women punya issues that have rarely been talked about, or it has been talked about, but to see it in a different light, a different perspective, a guided punya ni lah. Hopefully, inshallah.
So our main purpose of this podcast is to basically give Muslimas a safe space lah. So in future episodes, inshallah, we'll be inviting guests who are also Muslimas and of many various different experiences who can share a thing or two about the issues that they face. So in the future, like we mentioned in on MDG Pulse, we also wanted to talk about issues macam hijab semua. And just being like a daughter, a mother and everything. So we hope that this podcast can be that safe space lah for us to talk about it, and also for the guests who we will be inviting to share their experiences juga.
Expertise dorang ke apa ke. But to be fair lah, we're not like expertise ke ustazah ke apa tau. We're just here.
We're just a girl.
Yeah, I'm just a girl.
Girls, we only have our own experiences, which is
So we share things that we feel are beneficial, inshallah. And then also, I mean, we're not here to judge, because
that's the most important thing.
Yeah, it's gonna be raw.
Yes,
it's gonna be unfiltered.
Unfiltered. Tak dengar tu.
And then I think
maybe emotional.
Yeah, inshallah. I mean, not inshallah, but like,
well, I get.
Yeah. Lalu akan lah when it's a heart punya conversation, and that they tend to
that is very personal stories kan. So it will be like that lah.
And then also Masjid Darul Ghufran. What's the meaning of Darul Ghufran?
Yes.
So kita nak live up to that name, and inshallah it's a home of forgiveness. So home of forgiveness, so that's where it comes in lah. No judgmental, sebab kita siapa sih? Kan, no judgments. Yeah,
and also forgiveness is very important in our life juga lah, because we all make mistakes. We're all humans. So that's why this space is for us to share maybe like sometimes mistakes we have done, we learn from it, and we hope to be forgiven, and we hope to forgive others lah.
InsyaAllah tak adalah yang macam buka aib ke apa lah, but it's for us all to learn, to benefit, maybe relate to, or like maybe you're in that situation and you need pendapat tapi you takut nak reach out to someone.
Betul. So that's basically, this episode is us laying down our niat lah for why we do this episode.
Yeah, betul. Sebab there's a hadith that says innamal a'malu binniyat. Innamal a'malu binniyat. Dia kata niat, so means banyak niat. So segala perbuatan yang kita buat tu kita sertakan dengan banyak niat. Sebab actually kita niat satu benda tu kan, there's so many things that goes along with it tau. Yeah, just satu niat, so many. And then dia kata in the hadith also, it continues with faman kanat hijratuhu ilallahi wa rasulihi fa hijratuhu ilallahi wa rasulihi wa man kanat hijratuhu lidunya yusibuha aw imra'atin yankihuha fa hijratuhu ila ma hajara ilaihi. Basically this whole hadith is saying that apa yang you niat tu, itulah apa akan you dapat. Kalau you niat nak dapatkan dunia, you akan dapat dunia. Kalau you nak kahwin dengan seseorang, itulah apa yang you akan dapat. Tapi kalau you nakkan to Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala and Rasulullah, that's what you will get lah. So what it means is that our intentions are super important. It's like paling pertama, even before we do something kan. That's why bila kita solat pun kita start with niat kan.
Kita puasa pun ada niat dia kan.
Ya, betul. So like I think even kita nak start this podcast pun kita nak kena sertakan a lot of niat-niat yang baik lah kan.
Betul.
Hopefully everyone will benefit from it lah.
Yes,
Ya, insyaAllah. You nak kasih tak satu example niat macam kalau kita datang masjid?
Kalau kita datang masjid let's say kalau kita datang masjid, kalau kita niat nak pergi masjid, dan kalau kita tapi end up tak jadi, tapi we still get the pahala kan.
Betul.
Yeah, so that's it just shows that
the beauty of Allah's mercy.
Yes,
kan?
and of being intentional lah in our daily life. So that's what we want to do with this podcast as well. Inshallah we'll all benefit from it lah.
Inshallah.
Yeah. And also while we are talking about our intentions, I think it also ties in with sharing of our backgrounds lah. Because kita niat nak jadi host kan. So what can we bring to the table as well? So just for some background information, me and Zahrah, we both come from very different backgrounds actually.
Yeah. From the start
Yeah. So Zahrah, your background is Islamic background lah.
Yeah.
Kira kan you went to an Islamic school. And for me, I came from a secular background. So we have already two different perspectives that we can share lah when we're on this podcast.
Yeah, betul. Sometimes I feel like people always generalize tau kalau Islamic background, secular background dia macam gini je, macam gitu je. Tapi
it's not
kan diverse. Like you expect, okay, contoh, okay, from my personal experience kan, orang fikir budak madrasah kan, atau budak belajar agama kan, atau budak uni kan, dia semua macam all the way macam gitu. Dia tak ada yang macam gini. Macam gitulah.
No further comment. But yeah lah, our backgrounds, they do affect macam our opinions juga. So I think you also have so much to share from being in a different environment, right? Because you studied abroad and everything, while I was from just local university kat sini.
Tapi university mana?
Hey, we'll never know. Masya Allah. But yeah, we also studied different things juga lah.
Yeah, betul.
So I think that'll be interesting to see as we progress into this podcast, you know, and as we interact with our guests juga. I'm pretty sure we'll all have a fun and great time discussing, you know, different
pretty
issues.
Excited.
Yeah, through different lenses
betul.
kan. So yeah.
Okay. Other than this thing kan, you all dah nampak what are the things that you seeing right now? Ni kan. Ni tu kan. Okay.
So if you're wondering what are these boxes ni on our meja, they're going to be a recurring motif in all our episodes. So okay, I think we introduced the first one lah. Yang kecil
the
dulu kat
small
atas.
one. So it's like a treasure box.
Betul lah. It's like a chest.
It's a chest.
So this is our mood box. So in every episode, we're gonna open it and there will be an object. So
it will be the start of our episode lah kan. So it will be showing an item that's inside. Kita akan pull out the item. You want to pull out this item?
Let's pull out the item for today.
So that's
okay, actually let's pull it. Let's show it lah.
Yeah.
Okay, we got a pen.
Got a pen.
I hold the box, then you hold the item lah.
Okay. And we have a pen.
And a notepad.
Yeah.
So so yes, a pen and a notepad.
I have a pen.
No. So yeah, this pen and notepad pula. This pen and notepad, dia kirakan, what do you think of when you see these two items?
Kira macam metaphor lah kan.
Yes.
It acts like a symbol. So you guess lah what this is. It can be right, it can be wrong, but
it's up to you, your own perspective.
Betul.
Yeah. So since we are talking about why we are starting this podcast, this pen and notepad to me represents writing down intentions.
Yeah.
So like what we discussed lah. You know, everything we do sebelum kita buat tu, kita in our hearts we write out or like we lafazkan lah the niat why we want to do this and everything.
Betul.
So yeah.
Ada people nampak orang fikir, oh menuntut ilmu ke? Is it
Could be
pasal
that.
knowledge?
Could be that.
Kan?
No wrong answers.
Yeah,
No right or
right
wrong answers lah.
No, betul.
Yeah, there's no right or wrong answers to that.
Yeah.
So that's our mood box. It was basically be setting the mood for every episode lah.
It's called the mood box.
The mood box.
That sets the mood.
Yes, betul.
Yeah.
And moving on to the next kotak yang besar ni, dia bentuk dia macam mailbox.
Nak
Tak
dengar
sampai.
ASMR sikit tak?
Okay, boleh. Oh,
Eh.
bagus tu ASMR. Okay, that's nice. So yeah, our mailbox ni, when you open it up, ada surat.
You must be wondering, surat apa ni?
Surat cinta ke?
Bukan surat saman
Bukan.
Oh.
InsyaAllah tak.
Alhamdulillah.
So this is called the safe space. So for every episode, we're gonna invite all of you all who is listening to our podcast to submit any questions, queries, stories, reflections from the episode that we've shared. Ataupun maybe you have a question for a guest that we will be inviting. So we will invite and welcome all sorts of submissions from you all through the link darulghufran.org/thesafespace. Yes. So feel free to write it. It'll be anonymous, so don't worry. You can give a fake name.
Yeah.
We won't read your real identity lah, unless you want us to. But up to you. So yeah, this inshallah will be a safe space. Literally what it's called.
Yeah.
For anyone who wants to share the stories, maybe they want the guest to address it, atau macam you want to be heard lah. So this is the space for you to share that story.
Yeah. And no judgments, like mentioned earlier.
Yes.
Sebab the safe space.
The emphasis on safe space, dah banyak kali dah repeat tu.
Nak kena jadi orang tak takut.
Tak dipaksa lah.
Tak paksa lah, tapi
Yeah, it's just to let you know lah. So yeah, I think we've pretty much shared everything that we wanted to share with you all regarding this brand new podcast. So yeah, if there's anything else,
I think I also wanna macam emphasize dia bukan just woman je boleh dengar. Tak.
Betul-betul.
Tak. Bukan. It's like they're from a woman's perspective tau. Yeah.
It's not just for women.
Yeah.
If
you wanna understand women better,
Yeah.
please do listen.
Yeah, because you know we have different perspectives and experiences, so it's a space for everyone lah.
Yeah. And I feel that some of the topics that we'll be talking about pun, it's not only just for women. It's something that men can totally relate to. Can I give a sneak peek of?
Of course, silakan.
So example like single parenting. Yeah. I mean bukan perempuan je yang single parent kan.
Betul.
Ada lelaki pun single parent. Yeah. So interesting I'm honestly excited.
I'm excited for upcoming episode juga, because we want to hear like wow, you know, the experiences of all these people who deal with many different things lah. Because we are young, we also have limited experiences, so it would be lovely to learn from our guests juga.
Yeah, betul.
So yeah, inshallah, may our podcast prosper.
Inshallah.
And may we also get to hear and learn from so many different people lah.
InsyaAllah. Be it expertise ke, asatiza ke, real life punya orang-orang yang experience these things.
Yes, very true.
Yeah.
So I think let's wrap it up here before we go further. So just to not to summarize. So just want to share, if you want to support this podcast, you can like, share and comment on our social media. And also follow us on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok and Spotify. So yeah. And if you want to support Masjid Darul Ghufran, you can go to donate.darulghufran.org. And
if you like to donate to our wakaf,
yes, also go there.
Semua dekat that website lah.
Yes, everything is on that website. So yeah, if you want to support us lah. So yeah, let's keep in contact here.
Yes. So we'll see you in the next episode. Jaga diri.
Jaga hati.
Jaga iman.
Bye.
Jumpa lagi. Macam mana Ghufriends heart shape?
Yes.